Yeah, definitely. Have you been approached by any ladies? I know Arya has
Oh
a
yeah, I
cisgendered
got yeah a
thing.
lot. Yeah, I got a lot on my mostly on my Instagram DMs. I got a few. Well, not a lot. Like I got a few. I'm happy.
Is is it one of the things you said when you first got into the tank on day one when you went upstairs with Sam was that you feel like you lack confidence
Hmm.
in life, right? Now
Yeah.
that you've gone through the tank and you've kind of had a taste of what that does to somebody, how does that affect your confidence now?
How does it affect my confidence? Think it's less of my confidence and more of wanting to connect with people more and be around people more. I always thought of myself as very like introverted. I think I
Mm,
still am. However, I didn't realize how much I like talking to people.
it's pretty good. What was your life like prior to Fish Tank? If you could
Prior
tell
to
us a bit about that.
Fish Tank, it's kind of like I just kind of lived just kind of a neat life for like around 2 years straight. I say I kind of gave up on school and I was just trying to like I just mostly like gym to kind of cope with it. And then I saw an application for Fish Tank. And then I just went on the show. I was hoping to help figure myself out, and I think it did help a lot. And now I'm here, and I think it doesn't end just after Fish Tank. I think it's going to continue on, and hopefully, and maybe continue on even further if I get on future seasons.
Nice. So that's you're looking forward to hopefully
Mm.
being like a freeloader or say
Yeah,
like flood games or
anything. Yeah,
anything. Yeah.
anything. Yeah, I'm just
Right now
down.
they're
I
doing
mm.
right now they're doing the Stream Star thing on there as well. Or is that something that you're thinking of doing?
Streamstar, I don't know about that. I didn't know they were doing that. If they can't,
Mhm.
I don't know about Streamstar. Are you talking about the stuff like Bert and Alex B?
Yeah, like Bert and
Um,
Alex and Rachel and stuff.
I could appeal for like a bit. I don't know if I could do it for as long as they're doing it, unless they have like stuff ready for me to do.
Yeah, I think you can probably while you're on Kick, probably stream from there. I think you might just run into
They
issues.
just haven't reached out to me. I mean, it's fine. If I don't get on, it's fine. They just haven't reached out to me.
That makes sense. So you said that you kind of gave up on school. Did you graduate, or were you talking about like college or?
No, I never even graduated high school. Well, I was trying to get my GED because see, I
Mhm.
wasn't in the public school system for quite ever since middle school. Honestly, I was in a private special needs school for quite a bit. Then I moved to Texas, homeschool. I tried the homeschool, that didn't work out, and then I just kind of like I just felt like I just couldn't. I felt like I was just at my limit. Like I just couldn't go any further, and then I just kind of spiraled a bit, and now I'm here.
Were you always in a special needs school or?
Kind of. It was a yeah, I always had like usually like, I think back in Florida, they had like some sort of like assistance. That's what it usually was.
Mhm.
I had that only had that to like second grade, and then they just thought I was like normal enough, and that was kind of a shock, and I didn't do well. Then I transferred to another school, which was special. I had like a special needs class. That also didn't work out well. I was just I don't know. I just like for a good chunk of my life, I kind of like pick fights to pick fights and just not
Mhm.
do anything. Then I went to a special needs school, and while I continued to kind of do that, I learned like to like just like it's like my father like always told me like some fights are just they just aren't worth it, and that finally like stuck to me, and I was willing to
Mhm.
listen. Also, I had like a very good teacher there, and when we just sat one on one, I was able to understand a lot of stuff because I think that was like the big issue.
Was what was probably like your biggest issue going through school? Was it just like
It
bullying
was like
or?
no, I was never really bullied. No, not really. The only thing I would say affected me that I felt like ostracized, back in my special needs school, and there was like sometimes we go to like this private school to like do PE, and they
Mhm.
always you know how special needs kids can be treated. Like it's very like you're treated like a dog or something like that. Like you're not treated like as the same. I felt kind of insulted, I didn't like that.
Yeah,
But
kind of like
no,
old people, right? Like
yes,
when you get
yeah,
really old, you talk to your grandpa like he's like a toddler, right? Like,
yeah, toddler talk. Yes,
yeah.
it was top. But mostly it was just my need to like just constantly like, no, I don't want to do anything. Blah blah blah. I just want to just be lazy, or like I didn't understand it. I just didn't do anything, and just kind of my head was just in the clouds.
Hmm. How did you discover Fish Tank?
Fish Tank, I was kind of a fan of like Sam Hyde stuff. I seen like clips and memes here and there, and I hear about the show. I don't know how I heard it. It was either my brother or I just saw it on like Instagram, and then I watched the season like a good amount, and then I kind of tuned out until like the finale. Then season two happened. I think I tried to apply for season two, or like I don't know if I actually set the video or I chickened out. And then season three happened, and they were just casting just a bunch of normal people. Then
Hmm.
season four had it was the Instagram applications, and then it wasn't like an hour later. So like Jet was like, "Hey, you want to do a Zoom?" And that's how I got here.
Nice. How far in advance were you aware that you were actually going to go on to Fish Tank?
So what happened was I got one interview. They liked me, so they're like, "Hey, you want to do another interview?" It was like 2 weeks later. I was like, "Okay." Then I did that. Didn't hear much. I was supposed to. What was going to happen was they were actually. I made it through the second interview, and they wanted to do in person interviews in like New York. But
Hmm.
what happened was one day after having dinner with my father and my brother, I got a call. I was like, "Look, some things happen. We're gonna have to do this like in May 20th, and we're going with a gut feeling. Do you want in?" And I said, "Yeah." Well, I was. It was like a minute. I was like, "Yeah, I want in." It's like, "You sure?" I was like, "Yeah." Even though I had a lot of cold feet going like from like the first interview, oh, actually, not even the first interview, like the application itself. Just I kind of just dragged myself because I feel like I had to do this, and then I said, "Yeah," and then that happened, and then I was in contact with like Bill after a certain point.
Right. That's pretty neat. You were the first person in the house. Can you tell us kind of what it was like going into the season one house?
Okay,
Being down in the basement and such.
just a slight correction. I wasn't the first person. I was the second one. Ellie was
Oh,
there
the
before
second
me.
one. I
Yes.
apologize.
No, you're good.
I was
So that was
reading.
it was really surreal to me because okay, well, it was a bit of a delay. So I got on the call, then like 30 minutes or like 20 minutes and before I put on the blindfold. I kind of waited outside for a good minute, but they were very friendly.
Hmm.
They apologized. They got me a chair, some water, some stuff as they like. I think they was having like some technical difficulties or something like that. And then they led me to the basement, and then they took off the blindfolds, and I was like, it was really trippy just being there. Like I was like some Guantanamo Bay prisoner, and I had to wait there for like a good minute. Even like I heard Freddie come down. I think he was there for a good minute before me, and then I got back up, and it was very trippy. Well, what flipped me off was Ellie being there. I forgot that there was going to be another that there was a last minute replacement, and then I'm just not much of a talkative person, and I didn't know what to do with myself, so I just kind of like was kind of just yeah, I was just kind of there. It was just like a very like trippy experience, and we just a lot of there was the famous like hour or two of like silence, and then we just and then we just kind of it's like that, and then thankfully the saving grace of day one, Freddy showed up, and
Hmm.
he lit up the whole room, and we just played Hangman for like the next 3 hours, and then I came out of my shell more and more, and I was still kind of like a little like really anxious, and like was like it just didn't feel like this isn't happening because Angela showed up. I never saw her from the trailer, and then there was a good minute. I did not know DeWench was the crackhead lady. I thought I was the only one from the trailer.
Do you think that smoking crack ruins somebody's reputation forever?
I don't think forever. There's like, I mean, I think Robert Downey Jr. was like, didn't he do crack?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah,
Yeah, I'm looking at him now. He's Iron Man.
yeah. Look at him now. Yeah, Tony Stark, professional crackhead. um, Out of the original cast, right? Who, when you were there, uh, who did you immediately look as competition?
Who did I look immediately? It took a good minute, honestly, who I looked as competition. But I think by the Human Centipede Challenge, I knew that Delange was the top one there.
Mhm. Was there, like, as far as like the male figures go, like Freddie and
Yeah.
REA,
Uh-huh.
was there ever like any doubt, like or any questions in your mind, like maybe these people might give me a run for my money?
I
Um,
guess only Freddie, I would say, because he's very extroverted personality, and it's like he's just very extroverted, while we were kind of just awkward, and like and he was quickly rising to fame.
mhm. Yeah, Freddie, that man's crazy, dude.
He's a lot, but
He's
he's a good friend of mine. I'd say.
Yeah, I mean, you could be crazy and still be a good person, but that guy is just like a ball of energy.
Yeah, he's definitely, I would say, I always call him like a season 3 contestant.
Mhm. And then out of the females, obviously you saw Dorench as being your biggest competition. What were your thoughts on Ellie, Rachel, and Angelina?
Okay, so like my thoughts in the beginning, like overall,
Yeah, like overall, yeah.
see, that all like it all like fluctuated. I'll start with Ellie since she was like the first one I met.
Hmm.
At first, I thought she was like the plant, and then like a couple of days later, I really got like I had this like paranoia going on about her. Like I even like said on camera like I think she's like a sociopath or something. But then I would say after after Angela got eliminated, it was after the bartender came by, drank a bit, and I just kind of like sat down and chatted her with for a bit, and I don't know, like just kind of grew more of an understanding of her and grew more soft, and then I think that developed over time as we just till the show got canceled. Late show, I was already not in the best impression of her in the beginning because in the trailer she's like, I'm the protagonist. I was like, okay, I'm gonna have to go after her.
Hmm.
But
Was there
like
ever a point where you thought that there was a plant? One of them was a plant, maybe?
yeah, Ellie, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
But going back to Rachel, but then as she got there, of course, I'm like, okay, she's kind of a show off. But also she was very sweet to me. She had a special needs brother, and like she understood my like how like my autism and stuff, and she always like she had like an understanding of me. I was thought, despite how much she caused like a lot of like hiccups with the show and just barely difficult to be around a lot of the times. I still I don't know, like she's just nice sometimes. I would say on the fish
Yeah, I
tank.
think
After the fish tank, we've been very chill with each other.
yeah, she's definitely a pretty chill person, especially to speak to.
Yeah, it's just like
Um,
it's fish tank. It's the show, and she just kind of acted. It's what it is.
so you were pretty familiar with season one. What was it like seeing like Daniel show
Uh-huh.
up?
I wasn't big. I didn't pay attention to Daniel on. See,
Hmm.
a lot of the, because well, it never like show got canceled. The people I saw, I learned a lot more, and I liked him a lot more. So it's like Daniel. At first, like his first appearance, I was like, oh, he's just kind of being obnoxious, whatever. Then next day, both of us are drinking, and I came to like him a lot. We're like we fuck with Cyberpunk, and like that was fun. And we kicked. You just acting stupid.
Yeah, he was teaching you how to hold the strap, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Upstairs, yeah.
What? Yeah. Also, another contestant I learned about, especially like off camera during the whole like
Hmm.
hiatus, was Luke. He was in the famous house for a bit, staying there, and
Hmm.
he's a pretty chill guy. And I even worked out with him for a bit back in down in the gym, and I learned like he's a big fan of like JRPG. So like I had a lot more likeness to him, and I can't wait to see the edited cuts of season 3, and I'll be definitely be cheering him on when I see it.
Nice. You're a big fan of JRPGs?
Yeah.
What's give me your top three? Completely off
Top.
topic, but
Well,
give
I
me
wouldn't
your
say I'm a
top
big.
three.
I wouldn't say I'm a big fan. I just it's more of I've started to like really play them a lot more.
Hmm.
One I don't have a top three honestly because I haven't
Hmm.
played enough. I like the Persona series and I want to get into like Xenoblade and some of the Final Fantasies.
Yeah, have you played Chrono Trigger?
Chrono Trigger, no, I haven't. I heard a lot of good
Oh
things about
my
it though.
goodness, so good. And I think Taylor's playing
Oh,
Mother, right?
also, yeah, I saw that.
I'm
Also,
playing Earthbound.
Yeah, Earthbound Mother. I
um,
think that's what it's called in
and Fire
Japan.
Emblem. I wanted to get into that as well
Well,
before I
Fire
got on the
Emblem's
show.
good.
Yeah.
It's if you can play Fire Emblem without save scrubbing,
Mhm.
it's a really fun game. But the problem is you want to save scrub because everybody's got permadeath in it.
Yeah, everyone saves scrubs in that game.
Well, that's cool. What about Ricky Berwick? Can we talk about that little
Yeah,
guy?
Ricky is a well apt. Well, okay, on the show, I knew who he was. I thought it was pretty cool. I didn't express it. I don't think I expressed it enough. I was like, oh, I wasn't like, oh yeah. I was just like, oh, that's cool. And also, I just wasn't in the best mood that day. I was like,
Mhm.
oh, but I also like his manager or what who else? I forgot who he was. I forgot like his
Alex?
exact title. Alex, yeah, he's super chill. I had a fun time with him and the chocolate milk he made. He just was a really chill
No, I'm
guy.
gonna have to cut you off there. It's not chocolate milk. It's actually chalk on the rocks.
Chalk on the rocks. Okay,
Chalk on
I
the rocks.
apologize.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was a really chill guy. Wish me the best luck. I don't know. He's like a cool uncle to me.
hmm And then
Mhm.
Ricky, yeah, go ahead. Keep going. I'm sorry.
He was a lot. He was fun to be around. He was definitely a great addition to the show. But yeah, I thought he was just fun. Like he's just fun to be around. Like he brought a lot of good like entertainment to the show. And after the show, he's been a tremendous help to me. He got me this mic, this camera, and the lights over here. So yeah, and he's just really chill. Like when you get to know him, like on this, when you actually like talk to him one on one.
Yeah, shout out to Ricky, man. I've been in contact with his team. Alex is great. Steve Mustache is great. Ricky's great. Those are all great people over there. And also check out his store, stickermule.com/Ricky Berwick. And check out my store, stickermule.com/FagC. I got to plug it. So, do you have a
If
sticker
we're doing
mule yet?
that, we're doing shout out buttoneyecrochet.com. Get
Yeah,
your
shout
crochet
out to
goods.
I'll get a beanie. You can make a beanie.
Yeah.
Oh, you're making one
I'm about to
now.
have
Yeah.
I'm having some going up soon. Here pretty soon.
Nice. Do you
Got
still
some
do the
beanies going up.
Majox?
Yeah. The Fishtank keychains are always available. It's a made to order product. So
Nice. How long does it take you to bang one of those out?
a fish is probably about like 30 minutes, and little Majock is probably like hour and a half.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
What about what are your thoughts on Aryeh? He's a pretty
Oh
wacky
yeah.
guy. Yeah.
Oh yeah. He's really like he gets me. We're both autistic. The first
Mhm.
but he was really he was there for me a lot, especially in the early on when I was kind of doing one of my crash outs. He really like gave me like we had a good heart to heart there. Very extroverted. At first, I was like whatever, but honestly, I'm not gonna lie. During the next half, like I say bunker, I'm introverted, extroverted. That started to like clash, and I was
Mhm.
kind of getting sick of him. And even like off camera, I was like, it was like, just like, please, like, stop talking. I still talk to him. It's a great dude. It's just like, oh, like it's just the introvert and extrovert just kind of clash. Also, like, it's a whole like meme about like, if you meet someone more autistic, it tends to like drive you nuts.
Was it a do you think it's just how loud and almost I don't want to come off like mean, but almost like
Okay.
obnoxious he can be at times?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not even if like I meant like my brother's like he can be a big talker. Sometimes it's like
Yeah.
please just shut up.
Yeah, well, you should be lucky you didn't have to deal with Airsoft Fatty.
Uh, yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't to meet him, but like, I think,
man.
yeah, I would have loved to meet. I would have loved to meet him.
Yeah.
I know. I was kind of like being quiet about it. All he was like really like blunt about how much he wanted to meet him. Like any guest star, I just kind of kept my mouth shut, and I didn't want to seem like that.
Was Taylor? You had to deal with Airsoft Fatty.
Yeah.
Yeah. What how
I had to lock him
how- if-
away.
if you had to compare Airsoft Fatty to Aria, like which one would you rather be with? Would you rather deal with Simple Man? The improper lyrics to Simple Man, or would you rather have to deal with listening to the entire Little Shop of Horrors from start to
be
finish?
honest, hey, I'll say it right now. I got a little Audrey right here. I like Little Shop of Horrors. I used to love the movie of it. So I was actually very excited for him to sing it in the cell. To me, he gives me like Jimmy energy, and so he just seems like someone that always has something to talk about that I feel like would keep me sane a little bit. Honestly, Fatty just is, especially during season 2, he was in his own world heavily, and so he just. And the whole thing with the challenges we were having to, he was hosting his own little Mario Party on us. So that definitely, I'd rather deal with Arya.
Yeah.
Now that I know,
Arya,
I forgot. Oh, sorry.
no, you're good.
I was gonna say, like, I forgot how much Jimmy can talk. I wonder if, like, in another world, like, he was on season 4 and I was on season 4, if that would have driven me nuts.
Oh
yeah,
man,
Arya. I'm sorry.
All throughout, like when I was watching season 4, the whole time I was like, a Jimmy and Arya yap session would go fucking crazy. Because like I want to see them just sit there and talk. I just want to watch it happen. It's like watching a game in front of me happen, like just constantly going back and forth.
Yeah, they have a very similar cadence to their speech, right?
Yeah.
They, almost, if you were to close your eyes, you would almost think that Jimmy was talking.
Yeah, like when I'd be like crocheting and not looking, and I'd be like, that fucking sounds like something Jimmy would say. Like,
I'm trying to get the two of them together for a call to talk about Kekistan because Arya had that picture with the Pepe at the rally.
Yeah. Oh man,
So I'm trying to hear that conversation.
Yeah, I want to hear that.
Should probably get something set up for you, Ricky, or you can do it. Ricky, if nobody knows who Ricky is, Ricky Do is an amazing guy. He makes really good content on YouTube. And what is the Fishtank? What's the video? Fishtank is
Fishtank is special.
Yeah, Fishtank is special. That's it. Yeah, check it out.
That's how I was brought into Fag C. I made that video by myself, and I was unaware of the depth of the community. I knew people watched the show, but was unaware of like the subculture and stuff.
Yeah,
and cool.
Slacker, was it Slacker Blue that got you in here, right?
It was Parsi that got me in here.
Parsi.
Slacker Blue did interview me though.
Shout out Slacker Blue, I miss him. That guy has done some crazy research and leaked some crazy stuff in regards to Fishtank and stuff. Have you seen any of the things that he's put out, Dan?
Who put out? Sorry, I was.
There's a guy on Twitter named Slacker Blue. He leaked the body cam footage for the show.
I saw the body cam footage. Yeah, I don't think I saw I don't think I saw when the season 2 house got weird. I saw when Luke got pulled over and some incident during the season 1 house about I forgot.
Yeah,
no,
yeah. There was a person who apparently went into the basement one night. And
I heard about that from staff.
Yeah, what can you tell? Can you tell us anything about that, or?
It was just they were freaked out. They were just freaked out a bit, and then the cops kind of didn't do much about it. They just kind of kicked them out. They didn't arrest them.
Were you? Well, I think he was arrested later. Like they found the car and pulled him over later, and the guy was arrested. But he was not even from the state, apparently. From what I was reading. Now going into I guess kind of going into like the stuff that Slacker Blue has pulled up, and then the schizo theories circling around the internet. It's kind of been shown that they and I could be wrong, please don't block me if I am, Jet. That there was they were not allowed to film past a certain point. Well, technically, they weren't allowed to film there at all, and they had to be out of the house. By the 18th or the 19th. Was any of this made aware to you before going in the show? Or was it the first time you heard about it when they did the state of the fish tank?
I didn't know about that at all, and I don't know how true that is. I don't know.
Yeah, there was I guess they they didn't have I could be wrong. I think it's not a permit to film. And then
there was something I do know about the.
Yeah.
I know it was a permit thing. It was like we have like the fish tanks. Like we have to put it in the states. Like no, you don't. It's like yes, we do. It's like kind of like a back and forth.
Mm-hmm. And then they pulled you. You got pulled out of the house, and then sent to the season 2 house, to the basement of the season 2 house. Did you know you were? I mean, did you know you were in the season 2 house? Obviously,
yes, because we were outside for a good like couple hours, and then we kind of like we took a peek and was like, yeah, that's definitely the season 2 house.
Mm-hmm. Were you going to stay in the basement the entire time?
No, it's just gonna be one day.
It's just one day, and then you were gonna go upstairs, or what?
No, we were gonna go upstairs. It was kind of like ascending.
Oh, nice. I had this weird theory that season 1, the first third of the show was going to be in the season 1 house, and you were going to get freeloaders from season 1, which was Damiel and Letty. Then when I saw the basement, you guys were in the basement, I thought, well, now they're going to go up into the season 2 house. And maybe they'll get Jimmy, maybe they'll get somebody else from season 2 upstairs, right? And then ultimately have to leave that house to go to the season 3 house. And then Alex has already said that he was going to be on. Bert said that he was going to be on. And then have them, freeloaders from season 3 in the season 3 house, all culminating into Blood Games. But that never happened. So
okay, so that's a very good theory. It's very good. It makes a lot of sense with what the viewers got. But with what I saw with like the season 2 house, I don't think they thought that far ahead. It was really this was kind of like a last minute thing. They were like preparing the house like that day so they can do everything.
What did you guys get swatted, or what happened when in the season 2 house?
The season 2 house, we just got like it was the state just didn't like us at all, and they just kind of chased us out of town.
This guy, I guess some guy on Reddit drove by and made a post.
Yeah, I heard about that.
You saw? Have you seen that? And then ultimately everything that happened to him afterwards.
I heard what happened to him afterwards, and that's about it.
Yeah. Crazy. Who knows if that's true or if it's just some random guy in the neighborhood who decided to take a picture. But either way, like that kind of sucks for him.
Oh, I mean, I heard it was. I mean, that kind of like he kind of brought it on himself. I think.
Yeah, I mean, you fuck with a show with rabid fans who are Redditors and 4chan freaks and things like that. Like ultimately, something bad's going to happen, right?
Yeah. What
was the cell like when you were in the cell?
The cell, it wasn't bad at all for like a good minute, and then the pee incident happened, and that it wasn't the fact that like you would do piss. It just became such a mess. The doors were off. There was like beer and the floor just was a sticky mess, and then they were turning the heat up. And then Freddy just like you didn't know. The problem was we didn't know what Freddy was going to do next. That was the kind of like, oh my gosh, how much worse can it get? How much is this worth it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they just kept feeding him alcohol. It seems like the drunker he got, the more
Yeah.
wild he
Yeah.
became. Have you seen the clips of Sam kicking the shit out of him in
Yeah,
bedroom one?
at first I thought, because I didn't see anything on the show, I thought that was a gaslight. I thought they were just messing with Freddy, and I just kind of went along with it. I didn't know he
Mhm.
actually kicked him.
Oh, he kicked the shit out of him.
Yeah, it was pretty funny.
Um, with I'm sorry, to go back to freeloaders. Also, Bam Margera, right?
Hmm.
Super lucky. Back from the dead, Bam Margera. You got to meet
Yeah.
Bam Margera. The
Hmm.
running joke is that TTS would say he died. Um,
Yeah.
what was it like meeting Bam Margera?
I'm familiar with what Jackass is. I never watched
Hmm.
Jackass or any of his his skating stuff, but I
Hmm.
knew he was big, and I just thought, oh my gosh, it's like the first kind of first celebrity I would say that Fish Tanks ever had, besides the typical micro internet celebrities Fish Tanks known for.
Hmm.
Mr. Beast.
Um, Mr. Beast,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, well, yeah, there was Mr. Beast, so
That
that.
that Taylor, that's so funny you say that because that's one of my favorite scenes in season 2 because you're all wearing the drunk goggles and Shinji is the whole time talking about Mr. Beast, Mr. Beast, Mr. Beast. Yeah. And then
Finally
Greg
do it.
Yeah, then Greg comes in, and I remember they ask, like TTS asks him a question, like, "How do I get my views per minute up?" or something like that.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Great question. I don't know what you're talking about." It was so funny.
Friggin' yeah. Like that was so good. That was so good. And I had been that was like right after I boxed TJ too, so I was like mildly concussed.
Mhm.
Like in the midst of that happening, I was like, holy shit. Like what is happening right now?
With in regards to like swatting and stuff on the show, you the you guys didn't get swatted at all in
No,
season 4, right?
no.
Um, was there any conversation of like if we do get swatted?
Yes, they asked you
Uh,
in the interviews, if we did get swatted, if you had like a gun pointed at your head, could you like remain calm? Like that's like they were thinking worst case scenario.
Oh.
that's fucking crazy.
Man.
What you got swatted in season 2, right, Taylor?
Yeah.
What was that like when that happened for
Uh,
you?
well, when we got swatted, it was when we were doing like the be disabled to find the scarab thing. So my
Mhm.
feet were like taped together, or my legs were taped together, and I had to like hop over to the cop, and like the cop had
Mhm.
to had to cut the tape off me. But I was saying like it's just for this challenge that we're doing. Like it's not that big of a deal. But they just asked us our names. That was pretty much it, and like they knew that that was going on, and I think they just needed to make sure that we were all good. I mean,
Just
that was
alive and okay.
the only time that I recall actually interacting with police or anything. I think I remember at one point you couldn't see it because of the camera angle and everything, but I think it was outside the balcony of bedroom 3. You could kind of see lights and stuff outside if there were cars. And I remember one night there were police lights out there. And but we didn't have to interact with the police or anything like that. But I just
Yeah,
remembered
there
like
was sorry, I cut you off.
oh no, you're
There was
good.
there was a night with you saw the Waitrose stuff. Yeah, we did see police lights.
Yeah.
It was
Oh no, I'm
Milk
saying in season
Couch.
2 it was like that.
Yeah.
During season 2 there was another time like I guess the police showed up but we never had to interact with them.
Yeah, there was one night, I think it was shortly after Christmas, you could see cop lights through like the sliding glass doors near the bar. You could see
Yeah, it
cop
probably
lights outside.
happened more times than I even knew. I just remember seeing the one time, but I don't remember any police that early on until it happened like day 20 or 9, almost week 3, I think. It took a good minute before it finally happened, but uh Yeah, that's crazy. There probably were a bunch of times that it happened and we didn't even know because they are, I'm sure, already in contact with the local authorities. So
Yeah, so the cops did the cops come when you guys were in the basement of season 2 house?
oh no,
No, Daniel. I guess Daniel, right? Like,
oh
did the cops
What
come
was
at
it?
all?
They didn't come to the basement. Actually, I think one of them might have went down the basement to check something, but no, they just we had to come out, and then
'Cause
boom, there was like a bunch of cops.
that's good. There was this meme going around. It was like, imagine going down into the basement and everybody's, dressed in tattered clothes, and there's a
Yeah.
shit bucket in the middle of the floor and things like that.
and the weapons.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Uh, so I want to talk about Angelina.
Okay.
Angelina is supposed to come into the
Yeah.
interview, and she is blackout drunk.
Yeah,
Uh,
chat. Yes, that was kind of good. That was gonna be a special guest, or like,
Sleeping hard. Yeah, she fumbled the bag, but it's okay. I mean, that's what happens when you're,
yeah.
from Florida and you're drinking at 2 p.m. So whatever. What I want to know is, there was a point where it looked like you were almost, some would say, and please don't take this the wrong way, some would say like simping for Angelina a bit.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. That happened.
what was the drastic shift in your feelings towards her? Like what
Um,
caused the drastic change?
I always had a cautionary, like it was always on the back of my head, though I kept ignoring it, and I shouldn't have, because like I seen the show, like I seen how these games play out, and
Mhm.
like so, and it was mostly after I had some of my friends send like cryptic TTSs to like fully confirm, because TTS can lie about a lot of things, but if I knew certain ones, I would know
Mhm.
like, okay, that's the truth. And yeah, they told me, it's like, yeah, she's playing you, she's stealing your candy, and that's when I knew, I was like, I just got back. I was like, that's it.
Yeah, it was very reminiscent of kind of like a Letty John situation.
I
Um,
guess, yeah.
yeah. Oh, speaking of which, how was Letty? How was dealing with Letty? She seems like a nice person, for the
Yeah.
most part.
Well, for the most part, yeah. I think she's really good to talk to. I just like talking to her. Even
Mhm.
like Alf Kayla, like, it's just nice being around her. It was kind of, but at the same time, she's there to like instigate, so that was kind of annoying to deal with. But overall, I didn't even like, even watching season 1, she was like my least favorite. But like being there in the house, that can change someone's whole perspective. And it was like, oh, like, yeah, she's antagonizing, she's plotting, she's scheming, but she's nice to talk to.
Letty was your least favorite in season 1?
Yeah.
That's a good question. What is if you could give me your top 3 out of not your season, right? 1, 2, and 3. Give me your top 3 contestants, and then your bottom 3, and keep in mind Taylor's here. So
Yeah, man.
Yeah. I had to say, like, it's hard because it's hard. Like, I'm mixed between two. I think I'll say for now, um, Jimmy, Taylor, and then Josie.
those are great choices. I like, yeah, I think Jimmy was my favorite. I really like Taylor. The Tay Maker won me over.
That Taymaker.
Uh
That's what won me over too. That was the
yeah,
Taymaker.
yeah. Pop the shit out of Trish, bro.
Yeah.
And then I mean, if I had to say, I would probably say, like, yeah, Jimmy, Taylor, and Alex B, because I like harassing Alex B a lot.
Yeah.
It's like a passion of mine.
I only know Alex B from two things, which was I only watched the day 1 recap of season 3, episode 1, and I was actually kind of getting a good impression of him. Like, oh, he's kind of like, he's very like, he was a bit conscious of himself, and like, it's like, okay, I but then like I saw his like fun castle crash out and everything with like his wife and stuff.
Oh my god, dude. Me and Alex B have a very much love-hate relationship. Uh I love the guy. I wish him the best, but man, he can crash out like no other.
Yeah, he was crashing out a bit yesterday in Wiki's stream. He's getting into it with him.
He crashed out on Ricky last night on the website as well. He was calling him like a disfigured freak retard and like all kinds of crazy stuff. Yeah,
I know. Actually, Ollie DM'd me. Like, he wanted to get me on there, but I was busy with something else, so I was a bit disappointed I couldn't get on there that night.
How about you, Taylor? What's your top 3?
Not counting my season? That's a rough one.
Well, you can count. Yeah, I guess you can. Well, yeah. I mean, you might be biased because of your season, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to say... Well, did he give his bottom 3?
I didn't get my bottom 3 yet. I can do that now. Oh, it's kind of hard.
Yeah, what are your bottom 3? Because I'm gonna think on this.
Trisha, the Asian that was in like the first, like she was like the one who was like the spy. They like set up in JC, and it's hard to say this now. I don't, because like I guess really not like, well, I guess Letty until I got to know her.
Good. If you want to think, I'll give you mine. If anybody cares.
I mean, I think I have an idea of mine. I'd say top 3. I'm gonna say go with Damiel. I really liked Damiel in season 1. He was cracking me up every day. Vance was pretty good. Especially being like having to deal with his gaslighting personally. I'm like, yeah, I'll give him that entirely. Like he's a badass for that, because man, he fooled me like no other. And I'm thinking, honestly, I'm gonna have to give the 3rd place to Freddy, and I'm sorry, Dan.
It's Freddy. Freddy, it's fun.
The minute I saw that motherfucker take 2 laxatives like that, and like he was about to throw his shit like a monkey, I was like, okay, this guy fucking wins. Like,
my god,
shit.
I mean,
like this dude's about to pull some GG Allen shit. Like that was all.
I gotta ask though, what if you were in season 4 instead, and you had to deal with that? Would your opinion have like changed? Like,
with it, I probably would have been throwing my shit too.
Oh my gosh, you're insane.
I mean, honestly, but I also think like my cell consisted of a $10,000 prize rather than the. I don't know exactly what kind of like prize system y'all had with the cell, because I remember tuning in and it was something about how like if someone leaves, it's then dispersed between who's left.
It was gonna be like around 20 or like 12 fish bucks, I think.
And that's what, $1,200?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh yeah, I don't know then. It depends, but there's a bunch of hypotheticals you could think of in that situation of like, I could have tricked him into thinking I'm gonna throw my shit first, like scare him out, but then he left, so
yeah.
You gaslit. Did you gaslight Shinji to winning the cell?
No. He just sat there and was like thinking the number thing mattered.
Oh yeah, he had more money, I think, then it wouldn't matter or something like that.
He had more points because we were doing the mini games for points, and then he was like, he like took one of those like add +5 points. He like picked one of those papers up and like uncrumpled it and was saying like, I have more points. And I think he like walked out with that piece of paper, and I was just like, all right, you go for it, buddy. Like, I didn't want to leave the room until they straight up like said, "You have won." Like, I wasn't
did the hostage thing.
The
hostage thing. You and Shinji.
He like
That's one of my favorite bits.
The vlog, yeah.
I think I'd like to say mine. I don't know. Nobody gives a fuck, but
go ahead.
I'm gonna say Letty. Because she pissed in the closet and I thought that was absolutely unhinged at that point in time because I hadn't seen
yeah.
anything like that yet, right? And just her evolution as a character, uh, her evolution throughout the show. Like there was a scene, it's not in the edits, where Frank and her are talking downstairs, and Frank gives like a huge lore drop about how, or in the bedroom, he gives her a huge lore drop about how he was very introverted. He was almost a NEET himself. And eventually he just decided he was going to start making content. And it kind of, changed his life for the better. And I think that conversation with him kind of changed her for the better for the most part, right? And then Jimmy, because I have a lot in common with Jimmy. I think Jimmy's a great guy. And
Jimmy.
I think, yeah, Jimmy, man, he's a great guy. I love him. I love Jimmy. And then Shinji. I think Shinji should have won season 3. I'm just gonna say it.
Yeah, Shinji's an honorable mention for me.
He put in a lot of work. He brought the show a shit ton of money. When he would sit at the bar till 5 a.m. just taking TTSs. And I think he was just a genuinely very interesting individual.
Yeah.
He even betrayed TJ at the very end. Like if you watch the show, I feel like initially they wanted Shinji to win the show.
Yeah.
And then Shinji pretty much told TJ in the bunk that he had bet against him or used his coins or whatever to his curses to curse TJ, which would have put him in the lead to win. And that kind of threw a wrench in production's plans. So they kind of made a boxing match, and I think that Shinji, being the type of person he is, just didn't want to fight.
He was sick. He was
really,
sicker than shit.
Yeah, and you guys were also like very sick in that. I mean, there's chicken shit all over the house. And
I think they were more sick than I was. I got it like on week 1. I got COVID, and then it kind of passed me.
Yeah,
thankfully, like it hit them at the end.
Mm-hmm. But I think I think Shinji, and then my bottom 3. That's going to be easy. I'm going to say probably. Oh, it's not easy actually. John. I don't like John.
Well,
I don't.
Do you like
him
John? Well, it depends. How did you like this from the beginning?
No, I did not like John from the beginning. I am not a big fan of this like Andrew Tate Bible thumping MGTOW like mindset that a lot of the youth has nowadays. I think it's a very toxic mindset for a young man to have. And I'm not a fan of that. And then I'm probably JC, because she just didn't stick around long enough. And then I'm gonna say LaRon.
Huh.
Not a big fan of no. Oh, Simmons. Nobody said Simmons. Jesus.
I haven't even said my bad ones yet, but Simmons.
Yeah.
I think it's better to forget.
Yeah. Oh, obviously Simmons number 1. All right. Completely forgot.
LaRon deserves some love, man. LaRon's a fucking baby psychic.
Third generation.
Third generation baby psychic.
Yeah.
And like one of my favorite moments from season 3 was that Alex B moment when he said the N-word or something, and then like it's still Famous House, so the mask hasn't slipped from the production, and it becomes like this lecture on like, know your place, man, you don't say that. Like he like threw a water bottle at Alex B. It was crazy.
I'm sorry, man. I didn't mean it.
It's like this huge dramatic thing. It's really good.
Give me let's hear the bottom 3.
All right, I'm gonna say Simmons. I'm gonna say Mizzy. And Morrow.
Morrow.
Mizzy, yeah,
Yeah.
I hate the "Life is Mitzi" quote slogan. It annoys me to death.
That's the joke.
Yeah.
What's Morrow's problem? What is that guy's problem?
I'm gonna be honest. I think I maybe exchanged like 3 sentences with the guy. Like, I don't recall talking to him hardly at all during Blood Games, but anytime I did, that motherfucker was plastered. He was shit-faced. I don't know. I think he's just a spicy torta that likes to get drunk and party. Because he seems nice and everything, but like when it comes to like responsibility, like doing a job, delivering on his part, like entertainment wise, not there. Like he was supposed to be like the town medic, and that motherfucker wasn't there like hardly ever. Like I saw him maybe
Wasn't
two
that
times.
Wasn't that a meme at the time? Morrow is leaving.
Yeah.
Like I've seen that everywhere. Yeah.
Season 1 he left after like he left once and then he came back and then he left again. And then they kicked him off.
Well, I lost all respect. Well, he was pretty much nonsense the entire time. And then when he came back, he slapped Fatty so fucking hard.
Oh yeah, yeah. He definitely,
that I lost all respect for him. Even though you were supposed to be slapping him, like he did not hold back. He slapped the shit out of him.
Yeah.
You had an incident with the stairs. Everybody has an incident with the stairs. You fell down them twice.
Yeah.
Jesus, man. How? Were you injured at all from falling down the stairs?
I don't think so. I had I think it caused like a sharp pain in my arm that just would not go away for a good minute.
I think it was that second fall, dude. You fell with your arm like like your elbow seemed like it got like locked. Oh, dude, I saw that and was like, "Holy shit! Is his wrist and elbow good?" Like, it hurt.
That sucked. Like there was some like on my elbow. If you like touched it, there was like a sharp pain that just like shot through my whole arm.
Yeah, the stairs have claimed many a people on Fishtank.
Yeah, because it's like there's one
season.
part that's like extra slippery.
Yeah, they gotta wax that wood, man. You gotta keep it nice and smooth. I always wondered why they didn't install like slip protection on the stairs or something like that. And then if they did that, no one would fall down them, right?
Yeah. I don't know why they didn't. I guess they just kind of like
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I guess they thought it was like, I think they just kind of blamed it on it was just like, maybe the contestants should be careful, and just wasn't the stairs' fault.
There was a scene where you flexed up on Jet a little bit, right?
Which one?
Which one?
Well, I'm only aware of one. If you can tell me about the other one, maybe jog my memory.
Well, I don't know because I was like blackout every time I did that.
It was trying to throw people out of the house.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I'd like to say I said this before. I was blacked out. I did not remember this at all until I saw the clip, so I can't say much. I do remember though the first time I got in trouble with staff was because there was like a little attic, and I thought it was gonna be like something for a challenge or something like that. So I wanted to get I was like, I wonder what they're hiding up there, but it was just like a bunch of like wires and stuff. And I just did it again just out of spite. And then Jet was like, and this was like day 2 when I was like I'm like on my prime ego, so I was just kind of like testing the waters.
Was this this is in the season 1 house, right?
Yes.
And it's in the bathroom, I think.
Like
in
what
that
bathroom?
area? Is it in the
the downstairs bathroom? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
With the sudden stopping of season 4, you were immediately excuse me, you were immediately like everything went dark, right? All the fans were out of the loop, and everything. What were you doing for those 2.5, almost 3 days?
There's a whole they gave us our phones back the first time it went down because like they were like, hey, yo, like call your family just to make sure like tell them you're okay and stuff like that. And also just like they just fed us good food. Like we just kind of lounged around and they just kept feeding us good food. Like the first night they brought in Chili's, Five Guys, and a bunch of KFC.
Holy molies. Yeah. Sounds great.
Yeah, and then the next day they took our phones immediately the next morning. Just kind of hung around. There was like one TV. It had like it was a small TV so you could watch stuff, and there was an Xbox 360. I mostly hung around, talked to Luke. That's how I got to know him more. Worked out with him for a bit. Third day was just preparing. Like we were just anxious, ready to go. It was all about to happen. They come in like it was during like the evening. Like we were about to, like everything was good. Well, it took 3 days because there was some technical issue and they had to like restart everything. Like they planned on like the second day we're going to be on live. But anyway, back to the third day. We were getting ready. The camera guy was out. He was like recording like some of the stuff that was happening like before the show went live again for the edited version. And then they gave me that Fallout suit to put on. I brought the gas mask back from the season 2 basement. I was ready to go, and then Jet comes in. He was like, "Guys, show's over." I was like, "Nah, you're messing with me." He was like, "No, it's over."
Damn, dude. And then obviously you guys did your farewell speech, right? Did you feel like that was a classic mid-season the show's canceled gaslight? A lot of people thought it would be right. I thought it was for
like a half hour, and I was like, nah. I asked him like 3 times, like, yeah, okay, this is actually happening.
Who out of production, who's your favorite people to interact with?
Out of production, I'd say like Mince and Jet, and also Ben.
Is Mint's ass as fat as it looks online?
Yeah, that is America's ass.
He's got a fucking thumper on him, bro. God damn. And then you said Ben and Jet, and then Ben, right?
Yeah, Jet. Well, I had more interactions with Jet than Ben, so yeah, those two, yeah, they were fun to be with.
After the show was canceled, you guys looked like you partied it up for a little bit in the season 4.
We partied up. House. We partied it up a bit, and just like it was over, like time to drink up. I think we drank a bit, like during the whole 3 days. I think there was like one night where we like drank a bit and just kind of chilled out. Yeah, actually no.
Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Actually, there was the day the show got. Actually, it was 3 days. We went out one night. I don't know how many people know this or if it was ever posted. We went because it was the second day. There was some talk about a pool party the neighbors were having, and Durant was like, "We gotta go there. We gotta go there." And then we kind of like settled. Like the staff was like, "We're just gonna take them out to town for the night."
Nice. You went into downtown. I'm guessing Providence or wherever.
Yeah, we went to Providence.
Yeah.
Nice. Went to a bar. We went to like 2 bars, one bar, and then the next one was karaoke.
I went to the karaoke place. Nice.
Yeah, it was a place that Letty's like very like knows the people there.
Yeah, we tried to go there at one point after Blood Games. It was closed.
Did you sing karaoke?
Yeah, I did. I sung a bit. I don't like to.
Which what songs did you sing? If you mind me asking.
I didn't pick. Actually, I did pick a song the last night. It was the night before I had to fly out the next day. It was Something Stupid by Frank Sinatra.
Why did you think it was going to be a Frank Sinatra song? That's crazy.
I just it's easy. It's just an easy song to like just, and it's special. I just like the song.
Nice.
If you had to sing a song for karaoke, what would it be, Taylor?
Oh man. I guess it depends on the vibe, but like, I guess like a universal one could be something like, I don't know, like a Beatles song. Like
Those?
some kind of Beatles song.
Hmm.
Not
You
a
don't
sad
like-
one, but
You don't like the Beatles? What
That's
was
not. I
that?
don't like the Beatles. I just don't think. I don't think Beatles is like karaoke.
it
Come
depends on
Together? That's a great song.
like some shit like she came in through the bathroom window or something like
Hmm.
that. Like it's a pretty good song, and I'd say that'd be fun to sing like karaoke. I'm like of all the fucking things that I've done on Fishtank and everything, I'm so scared to sing in front of people. So like when I
Oh,
sang to
I don't like doing it
that
either.
was
But
like that was like I was out of my body when I was singing to Fatty that time. That was like the hardest thing I've ever had to do. So that's what like karaoke is kind of a thing for me. It's like a maybe depends.
Was there where did they take you to the season 4 house? Like where did you or season 3 house? Where did you go?
yeah, we were in the famous house. That's where we stayed, and that's where the next. If we were to continue, that was going to be like for the rest of the show, I think.
Yeah. And they just didn't have everything set up, and it would have just taken longer.
Well, it was more of like it was of the town was like stop it, like you gotta stop everything. It's like either we could defy the law and like go to jail, or we can just pack everything up and try again and never have these issues.
Yeah. Do you have any idea where they might be? They should. If you had to say, let's film here. Where do you think that is? I think it should be Texas.
I think so too, because I know they got legal fees to deal with, but I think they think they have enough money of minus the legal fees to do neighborhood tank. I would like Texas. I did hear Jet mention some in the famous house. I think it fell through from what I guess from the tweet. Some location in Georgia they were looking into.
In Georgia?
Yeah, because Georgia's a
That'd be
big area for filming. I think Texas also they passed a bunch of like laws about like filming. I want them to do Texas.
Yeah, I would say blood games would be really hard to do here. That's the one thing I was thinking about. Like blood games would be because if say like two of us are from Texas and the rest of them are from up north where it's colder, I think that would be like I think the staff would be having a hard time like going. If it's during the summer at least.
Yeah. What about winter? How do you think that would go?
I think that'd be better, honestly.
Yeah.
As long as it's not like
even in Rhode Island,
like the 1 month that it snows here, even then that's not so bad compared to how it is, like you're saying, like up in Rhode Island. It is fucking cold as shit. And it is like winter wonderland there.
Yeah. Rhode Island, the problem was there's so many mosquitoes out there. That sucked. I think it's like I kind of don't want to do this.
Dude, those things were fuck. Yeah, you were there around the time I was there last year.
I was
this fucking big around. I was like, why are they so big? Like, this is freaky.
Yeah.
Will we ever see? You're dead in you're dead in fish games, right?
Yeah. Canonically, I am dead.
So possibly no return, right? My favorite scene in Blood Games is where it's your funeral and they're just shoving cigarettes in your mouth. And you have like 40 cigarettes in all your hands and your entire mouth, and you're supposed to like sit there like this, and Sam's like smoke. Like
so hard because they were all lit too. Like I was so scared like this thing's gonna fall and just burn me. Like, there were a few times when Xavier was lighting them, too. He had that torch on, like, full blast. So he didn't realize, like, how far away he was with the flames. So he was, at times, like, straight up burning my finger, like, lighting a cigarette. And I had to, like, act like I'm dead, like, like, try not to flinch and getting burnt. And, like, the anime pillow getting put on me, that, like, grotesque fucking abomination of a pillow. That was
Dan, did you
this is a lot of fun.
Lagged out a little bit.
Yeah.
Dan, did you watch Blood Games?
A bit. I didn't watch it a lot. just a
It's
bit.
good. It was really good. The story doesn't make any fucking sense.
Yeah.
But it was.
I
It was
just had a hard time
definitely
watching it
fun.
because like half the cast could not like all pee.
I think I was the only one that like took in most of the story for some reason. Like I don't like I had to keep up with it because of the shit Xavier was like spilling to me while I was getting an IV. I was like, oh
That's
god,
funny.
this is important. Oh no, I have to remember all this.
One of the things I want to say, Dan, is it's cool that you're out of the tank, but there's a lot of fucking weirdos in this community.
It was, yeah.
And Taylor can tell you firsthand if you watch.
Oh yeah, that was the one
Blood
part of Blood
Games,
Games. That was the one part of Blood Games I watched live. Was that incident?
Yep.
Mhm.
Yeah, man, that was fucking crazy.
It was, but it was fucking funny seeing you shoot him with a BB gun.
Oh, yeah. Oh my god, that that was so great though. Like after that happened, like fucking after Bug Games ended, Jet was like, "I was so proud of you, dude." He was like,
You successfully bullied Cryo Keen out of Fishtank, and that is.
I saw I did see on Stream Stars like a clip on Twitter of him being like, "Fuck you, Taylor, you ruined my chance of meeting Sam." He was like, "Fuck you, you bitch!" Like that was just so great. Like
We were so if you were watching Blood Games, like the camera, if you were watching director cam, it cuts to a car pulling up, and then you watch Cryo get out of the car, and immediately everybody in chat was like, "What the actual fuck is happening?"
Like, he's real.
Yeah, we had to give the other day. We were talking about trying to set the interview up. We were like, be careful, there's a lot of bad faith actors and stuff, and there's a lot of just real kind of toxic people. And we brought up Cryo, and Dan was like, "Who's Cryo, Keen?" And keep it that way. Yeah, just keep it that way.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but I had his Twitter in my feed, and he tweeted some picture that was just fucking obscene. I wish I never saw.
I hope. Yeah, if you haven't seen it, don't look for it. Yeah.
Don't look for it, but it pissed me the fuck off.
Were there any things that you would have been looking forward to happening in season 4, Dan, that did not happen?
Things I would look forward to. I would say just mostly like the guests who are gonna appear. I wanted like I couldn't wait to meet like Alex Stein and Bud and Airsoft Fatty, and I wanted to get John back on the show. I was like I wanted him to come back on.
I would like to know, what would ever come of that, because they have a very John in production they have a very tumultuous.
See, my plan was to be like, John, you're being a wuss, get on the show, and hopefully that would like trigger him to come back on.
Were you ever like a follower of like his like 40 boy movement, or like did you watch ADL or anything like that?
I heard about ADL. I need to watch the documentary on it. I have just heard about it and what happened. I got like a bit of a short recap.
There's
got 30 hours to spare.
Yeah. There's a lot of downtime, but Shadi was on it, and I love Shadi. She's great. So, and then, do you have any plans in the future? What's your schedule looking like?
Trying out Kick for like the next month. The streaming is a thing I want to do. Like I'm thinking like Monday, Tuesday, Fridays. I know I did like right now. Even though I technically streamed yesterday, I'm just trying that out, see what works, just testing the waters. Because like when I first streamed, after the stream was like, my brother was like, "Yo, you're pretty natural at this. I think you got this."
What is your really quick? I'm gonna type it in here, but if you want to just go ahead and plug your socials for anybody watching.
Mm-hmm. Do I type in the VC chat?
No, if you just want to say it out loud to anybody who might be listening.
Yes. My socials are I stream on kick.com It's the man Dan, DA, and then man, and then Dan. My Twitter is, I think, around the same thing. The man Dan. The at's the man Dan X, and on my Instagram, it's let's see, it's the man Dan, but with like a DAH and just man and then Dan.
Awesome. Why the Kick? Is it just solely Kick, or are you
Yeah,
thinking
solely
about
Kick.
like doing Kick and YouTube? Or
I consider YouTube, not much big on like Twitch. Kick, because like it's been like growing a lot lately, and let it like
Mhm.
and you get like 90% of the revenue compared to like other places.
do you think you would ever maybe? I think live streaming. I think Kick is a better space for say like live streaming, right?
Yeah,
Any thoughts on live streaming?
live streaming. I've been live streaming like the past week.
No, like going out and into public and like.
Yeah, those I considered. There was an idea that involved iOS live streaming, but that's like way long term, and I prefer not to get into that now.
All right. Yeah, I think that's Kick is good.
Yeah.
For
I was thinking
specifically that.
if I don't buy in and try to get into season 5 of Fishtank, I just like I could like I could like taking a trip to like Japan and streaming some of that.
Mhm. And then I mean, you can. Are you using Streamlabs? Is that what you use?
I'm using OBS.
Okay, you can use Streamlabs.
I
And then
think I use some of that like for like the donations and stuff.
and set up. Yeah, well, you can use that on YouTube as well with OBS.
Yeah.
So you can also receive donos on YouTube without Google sticking their hands in your pockets, right?
Yeah, I'll consider that. This week's just been testing the waters.
Mm-hmm. And then how about you, Taylor? What's your schedule looking like?
Honestly, just crocheting and streaming every Thursday at 3 p.m. Central Time.
On your YouTube, correct?
Yes, on my YouTube, my Twitch, and my Kick. I'm just doing the multi-streaming just to get out there with it, but mainly YouTube is what I focus on. Like most of the chatter and everything is in YouTube. So,
and then I guess I got maybe one more thing. Somebody was very adamant that I asked you this question. They must have messaged me like 50 fucking times, Dan.
Go right ahead.
Yeah, hold on. Can you share your inspiration? Why you said your biggest inspirations were
I was
Solid
thinking
Snake
and
Roro no Zorro. Yeah, can you go into why Zorro is one of your biggest inspirations?
He's like he's like really quiet. He's like a very dedicated. Like he's dedicated to being the strongest person. He's really like he just kind of like he just does what he has to do, and like has like a decent moral compass, and just he's like he doesn't like compromise. He just sticks to it.
I've never seen One Piece. I don't know if that's something that I wanna do to myself, right?
Also,
it's worth it. It's worth it.
Is it worth it?
Yeah, I think it is worth it. Well, I want to go. Also, I want to go over like Solid Snake because like what happened was it was in Metal Gear Solid 2. It's just how he grows. He becomes like a mentor, and he's always about like building a better future, and like not just like it's building a better future and just finding out who you are yourself. Don't let anyone else decide who you are going to be. It's find your own path.
Which one is Metal Gear Solid 2? Is that the one where you start on the ship in New York?
Yes.
Yeah. That's it's so good. I think I've only played Metal Gear Solid, that, and Snake Eater. I haven't played any of the other ones.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah. 4 is kind of hard to get. You can only like play it on the PS3.
I think, it's on the PS3. Yeah, I think they might have remastered it for Steam, but I haven't.
Yet.
I don't know if I played it. And I guess that's about it. If you want to, excuse me, if you want to, I'm zoning out here, guys. If you got any closing remarks or anything like that, Dan, I have a good one. if you have a message to say to the youth watching, right? If you had a message to say to the youth, what would that message be?
My message would be like three main things is like don't compromise, don't let anyone like change who you are, and just just figure out who you are gonna be. Just that's it. Like just figure out who you want to be. You gotta decide for yourself who you want to be.
That's one.
I guess that's about it. Like just
I thought you
stay true to
said three.
Yeah, I thought. Well, yeah, I just
Stay true to yourself. That's a solid one, right?
yeah.
I like that.
Just don't let the internet change you. It's a very negative. It can be a very negative space, and
Mhm.
don't let anything online change your perception on other people. I feel like that happens. It's been happening a lot more lately, and just like and don't give in to like I feel like a lot of like less like I feel like how do I put it like I feel like a lot of like stuff that would be considered like morally correct gets so normalized these days, and I think you just I like don't give like I don't. Sorry, I'm kind of stuttering over my own words. Just I guess don't let anything bad like affect you. I don't know how to put it. Sorry.
Don't let it get to you, right? I
Don't let it
think
get to you.
that's
Yeah.
yeah. I agree, man. Don't spend too much time on the internet. Do not spend if you can, don't go to 4chan unless it's to download wallpapers, which is pretty much the only reason I go there. Don't go there because it's like the Nietzsche quote, right? Like if you gaze too long into the abyss, the abyss gazes back.
Yeah.
If you spend your time around monsters, you might yourself might become a monster, right? So
Yeah.
I mean, it's cool to be in communities, and it's cool to it's fun to partake in degeneracy sometimes with people, or even to be in a somewhat degenerate community. But ultimately, like you can't spend all your time there, right? With that being said, though, discord.gg/fagc, it is the place to be. You could talk shit about Jet there all you want, not worry about getting banned. But yeah, don't spend too much time on the internet, and don't let the internet shape your opinions. Make your own opinions. How about you, Taylor? You got any messages for the youth?
Honestly, be smart. Don't. I mean, I'll just be saying the same thing as y'all. Really, don't be a degenerate. Don't. Be yourself. Don't be a conformist. Like,
Solid.
don't be don't let a motherfucker tell you can't do something, because you can. You can do anything that you put your mind to.
I mean, I don't know. I don't think I could be president.
To an extent, that you anything that is within reason,
Yeah.
and you put your mind to it, you can do it.
Yeah, that's a
We'll
good Back to the
manifest.
Future quote.
Is it really?
Yeah, it's from Back to the Future.
Which one?
Back to the Future 1. That's what I think Marty or like Doc Brown like tells his like father.
Huh. Damn. I've only seen that movie like twice. Maybe
Yeah,
it's subconsciously stuck in my brain, and I was like, that's a good.
Destiny.
I think I've seen the second one more times than the first one. My dad would tell me, my dad's rule of advice was always keep a spare change of clothes in the trunk, and don't do nothing you can't do twice. I think that's probably my favorite one he ever said, right? Don't do nothing you can't do twice.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, that's about it. I really appreciate everybody stopping in. Do you have any questions for Dan yourself, Taylor? Before I should ask you that
honestly,
before
I got a few One Piece questions. No, I'm just kidding.
fire
Okay.
away. She's got the power of God and anime on her
Yeah,
side.
hey, talking to a former weeb here. I find it hilarious that your favorite character is your favorite character Zoro.
Yes.
Would you say? Okay,
Yeah.
that's fucking hilarious because that was my favorite character of One Piece. And like seeing like a fellow fish that's like a One Piece weeb, no offense. I was like, holy shit, someone else that gets the fucking struggle of sitting through every One Piece episode. Like someone who gets it. That was so funny to me. I was like, and it took me like 5 hours to realize you were in like a Zoro cosplay.
I know.
I was like, holy shit, he's Zoro. Wait a minute. Oh, now I see it. That was hilarious. I was like, damn, that's like good shit. I was like, is he gonna pull out swords? Like, I didn't know if you had swords on you or not. I didn't know.
Angela thought it was like like some autism like hug blanket thing.
Yeah, I saw that. She like turned it into like a little comfort like vest or something, like one of those thunder vests you put on a dog. Like it turned it into like a little comfort suit. I'm trying to think. Okay, yeah, the other day I was in your stream. You said that Enies Lobby was something I should not have given up on.
Yes.
Now, I'm going to give you my reasoning here. When Enies Lobby started, it so much in the format of the show, and I'm so sorry that you're having to sit here and suffer through these this One Piece discussion.
You're
to the non-One Piece viewer.
No, that's good. I'm putting your links up in chats. So.
When Enies Lobby started, that to me was when I noticed that it had become like obviously aired on television because half of the fucking episode is a recap of the last episode.
You feel that with Skypea?
A little bit, but I feel like Enies Lobby was like when it was really starting to me, or when Frankie was coming into play. Was that like the train?
Yeah.
It was like it was in one of those arcs, like either at Enies Lobby or right before.
Yeah.
I was like, this to me, I'm getting the 4Kids vibe, and I watched it in English. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah, I watched it in English as well. Yeah.
Okay. I didn't know if you were one of those fans that was like, you didn't watch it in Japanese, you don't get it.
Nah.
Like, but I just it was when it was around that era that I was like, okay, I can tell this is becoming a 4Kids. Like that like type of dub, and I just couldn't. I was getting
really. You thought the dub was getting worse doing that?
Yeah, to me because it was. Like,
I disagree. I think
they were trying to find their way or something, but it was losing me.
I think the dub was great until like post time skip, because then the actors started to like show their age.
Damn. Huh.
Well, what happens is One Piece goes on for so long, and a lot of it can contribute to also who's ever directing the voice acting. That can contribute to that can make or break something.
Yeah, true. And maybe it was just whoever was directing those arcs. I just didn't vibe with because I liked the older vibe to it, like the very first episodes with Buggy and all that. I really like that vibe. Like
I find it interesting. I hear those complaints, but those happened like Fishman Island. I never heard anyone say that about like Enies Lobby.
Huh? Damn.
Yeah.
It's because I know Enies Lobby is really popular, and like I always remembered seeing that when I was into it, and I was like, I can't get behind this. Like it's getting too much for me, and I don't like. It's making me sad. Like I was literally, I could probably tell you, I was probably on episode like 345, like in the middle of a fight in Enies Lobby. Like I couldn't get behind it. It was too much for me.
I feel like also what's the next it had like I forgot it's not Sabadori or Pale Mountain Wall, even though Pale Mountain Wall is my favorite arc in all of One Piece. It's the one before that where they made like Gecko Moria and Brooks. That one I think would have driven you nuts. That would have driven you nuts. That drove me nuts a bit.
Okay. Because I was thinking to myself, like, when I was watching it, I was like, should I just skip this arc? And I was like, no, I don't.
No, you don't skip Enies Lobby.
Yeah, well, I was like, I can't skip an arc at all. Because that's how I viewed it. I was like, it feels wrong. Like, because I won't get, like, who this is and, like, what has happened. But I just couldn't.
The only thing I could say about like skipping arcs and stuff like that, I feel like if you finish all like 3 time skip One Piece, you can say like up to date on the manga. I've done that, even though it might spoil some stuff.
Huh. Damn. So you're able to like read the like most recent manga and pretty much be up to date with what's happening?
Kind of, yeah. I mean, it does spoil some stuff
Damn.
that happens beforehand, but like you get like the basic idea of like everything, like the most of the background.
Damn. That's dude,
Well, well, it's kind of I kind of avoid it anyway because I keep like I doom scroll a lot and like I'm just gonna constantly see manga spoilers like leaks. So I was just like, yeah, forget it. I'll just keep up with the chapters.
because it comes out first anyways, right?
Well, the problem is there's like a huge like leak culture and like stuff like the showing manga like it always comes Sunday, but like every Monday so it gets leaked out or Tuesday.
Damn.
Yeah.
Huh. That's a strange like when I watched One Piece, it was in a time of my life where like I didn't have Wi-Fi at my house, so I had to
that's
like
why it is. Yeah.
yeah, like I had to download all the episodes off of Kiss Anime at school, like, and then come home.
Kiss Anime used to be my thing, like back when I was like 12, and I watched like I watched like a whole anime on a road trip to Orlando.
Damn, yeah, like that, yeah, like I remember sitting and like watching not One Piece, yeah, watch all of One Piece in one sitting, my ass. I remember watching like all of Death Note like in one sitting, and that was like the first anime where I was like,
Tokyo Ghoul. It was on a trip to Orlando. I watched all of Tokyo Ghoul on my brother's like iPhone 5.
Nice,
yeah,
hell yeah, yeah, I loved Tokyo Ghoul. I really liked that shit.
I have old man Unk takes when it comes to anime. My favorite is Lodos War and Escaflowne.
I gotta be honest, man. I never heard of those two. Even me.
Escaflowne. You've never seen Record of the Lodos War? It's like think of it came out in the early '90s, so it's got that early '90s animation style.
Yeah, I know that. I know that style. I'm familiar with it.
It's essentially Dungeons and Dragons, but in anime. It's really good. And then Trigun, right? Whatever was popping.
I remember watching someone Trigun when I was a kid.
Yeah, whatever was popping on Adult Swim when I was a kid.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, on Toonami.
So
yeah, I really like Lupin the Third. Like even like to this day, I'd say like Lupin the Third is like one of my all-time favorites because that has so great. It came out in the 60s. Like the original manga came out in like 67, and the anime itself I think came out in 69. And just the vibe of those first seasons is so great. It's very very nice vibes. And just like a good old like he's just a thief and he gets away every time. Like it's a great like cat and mouse. Good like he's never gonna get caught. Good wholesome vibes. Like they're all like a good solid crew that respect each other.
Yeah, that's the he's the thief, right? The thief guy with the mustache. Yeah, I've seen that one.
Did he have a mustache? I don't think he had a mustache.
He didn't have a mustache. He'll be in like disguises and shit. He kind of looks like a monkey. And like that was the point like with his design is that he kind of looks chimpish. He's got like a weird like his hair is very like black and just like a pretty much like a dome on his head worth of hair.
All right. Well, I think somebody just said I look like what every Fishtank fan looks like, so I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. You're more than welcome to do your own thing and, try to do your own shit. But hey, at the end of the day, I'm me and you're not me, so lick my balls. With that being said, though, thank you so much for stopping in, Taylor. I really appreciate you.
Yeah, for sure. Thanks for having me.
Buttoneyecrochet.com. Order some merch from Taylor, handmade with love.
We got the Tay-Treat shirts.
That's a sick shirt, actually.
Oh yeah, thanks.
And then you can check Dan out. All of his socials are pretty much Da Man Dan. On Kick, on Instagram is DAH Man Dan. And then on X it is Da Man Dan. And then buy some merch for me so I can afford my Ozempic. Stickermule.com/fagc. And then Taylor, go ahead and shout yours out real fast. I'm so sorry. I don't have them handy. So
oh no, you're on my socials and shit?
just your Instagram or your whichever one's your X and your YouTube.
Okay. My X and my Instagram are both BTTN crochet. Just button I crochet without a U and an O. And YouTube is Taylor. Pretty sure if you just type in Taylor, you'll find it. It's TVYL3IGH. I'm sure if Taylor is a weird enough name, I'm sure you'll find it if you just type in Taylor. Playing Earthbound every Thursday at 3 p.m. Central Time. Tune in, hang out on YouTube, Twitch, and Kick. I always tweet it or post it on my Instagram when I'm going live. So if you don't see it on YouTube, I'll be posting it on X or on Instagram.
Nice. How close are you to finishing Earthbound? You're in for a mind fuck. I don't know if you know that. You're in for some...
I've been wanting to play this game for a really long time because I obviously can see that it inspired Undertale by a mile. I can see that. Mm-hmm. And I played Undertale when I was 15. And so when I played Undertale, that really fucked with my head. So I'm excited to see how this one's so much more in depth in many ways that I'm very excited to play it. I think I just got the second guy in my crew. So I think it's the Jeff technically is his name. In the real lore of Earthbound, his name is Jeff. But it's like the first other boy in my group with me. Because it's the girl you get first and then you get the boy. And then you got to get another one, but I don't know where he is. I don't know how far that is into the game. I'd say maybe a third of the way through, but I don't know.
Nice. Well, we're out of here. I hope you all have a fantastic weekend. Everybody be safe. Drink lots of water. Stay hydrated. I'm going to go cry myself to sleep. Take care, guys.
All right.
Peace out.